Hi everyone, congratulations. You made it to the unit summative for unit 3. So this is activity 5. In this activity, we're going to sort of compile the information that you've had so far. So the content reading is really short. We're just sort of reviewing the fact that there are lots of things to consider when looking for a place to rent or buy. The key information here is going to be on the assignment page. So I'm just going to enlarge this so that you can see it. So you'll be writing a case study. You have two options, option A or B. So write a case study that illustrates an individual or family's housing acquisition experience. So essentially option A is renting or buying. You want this to be about 500 words in length. So two pages double spaced, Times New Roman 12, please. Research by talking to several people who have acquired housing, so anybody who's bought a house or is currently renting a house, and ask them questions. So here's a series of questions you can ask. What were they looking for? How old were they? What was their financial situation? All the way down to how they contacted people, how they started their process of looking, and how they made their final decision, and if they're happy with it. Option B involves decorating a rental or purchase property. So considering a client. So what is your client's preferred design style? So is it contemporary, modern? Is it like a beachy boho vibe? What is their style? How old are they? Is it one person? Is it a couple? Is it a family? What is their financial situation? What is their family situation in the sense of, do they have live-in grandparents or a student? Do they have a rental space in their home? Does it need to be pet friendly? Do they have kids that require certain specifics, like perhaps I don't know, a family room, or maybe they homeschool and need a space for that. So thinking about the family situation, are they looking to buy or to rent? And how will you address special needs or requests? So maybe they have something really specific that they want in their house. It's very unusual. So both kids have to have an ensuite bathroom or something. Give an example of a specific request that might be tied to certain needs. So the person can't do stairs. Maybe there has to be wheelchair accessibility. Maybe it's an excessively large family. They have 8 kids and have to accommodate everybody, and everybody wants their own room. Or maybe they want everybody to share a room as kids, and the parents want the whole upstairs to themselves. Maybe there are allergies to carpets, to glues, to paints. Maybe there's allergies to certain finishes, so thinking about that. How much of the home are you decorating or designing? Is it one room, one space, or is it the entire house? Who will you use for materials or resources? Are you looking at furniture or supply stores, looking at Home Depots or Lowe's? Or are you looking beyond that at other options that might be a little more exclusive to designers? Are there paint manufacturers you prefer? Benjamin Moore, Behr, CIL, Dulux. What kind of flooring are you considering, and why might you be considering that flooring? What steps will you take to meet their needs? How will you approach them? How is your conduct going to be? How are you going to ensure that they trust you and find you friendly and helpful? And give an example of a design option you might give your client. So at this stage, you're not necessarily doing the design. You're just showing me that you can consider all of the stages involved in the process. And then the reflection is, were there perhaps any problems? What are problems that you might have with a client relationship, and how could the situation turn out? So just thinking about it in your mind, what might happen. You can also make up a case study from pieces of information taken from different situations, either fictional or from experience you've gathered. So maybe you've watched a TV show and you want to talk about that and explain what you've seen. So there's lots of decorating shows that you can do to give you that sense of understanding. Or maybe you want to talk to a friend or family that had a decorator in and see what their experiences was. Make sure you personalize it by including names of participants, change the names if you're using a real case, and make it as believable as possible. When you're finished, upload it to the Dropbox, and you're going to move on to Unit 4. Well done, everybody.